Radford University and its surrounding areas are home to a vast community of gamers of all kinds. Whether it be playing video games, board games, or tabletop role-playing, Radford has a vast gaming culture, on and off the campus. East Main Street is home to two of Radford's providers of the medium, Super Game Station and GameQuest Incorporated. Though they may look and sound similar on the outside, the two are very different in what they provide for the gaming community, and know how important gaming is to it. Super Game Station is the place to go for video games, played on consoles such as PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch, owned by Radford resident John Yamin, who knows how important gaming is.
Games are the best because it incorporates music, visual arts, that portion where you're moving a character, right? I think it's like any other hobby. People with a similar interest will come out to enjoy that similar interest together. And gaming is just a relatively new hobby that's getting super popular. Video games are its own art form, so it just instills, your imagination, your creativity, but there's different elements to it. It's kind of like watching a movie, it's kind of like reading a book, but it's a lot more interactive.
GameQuest Incorporated, on the other hand, owned by Robert Roy, represents the more traditional board and tabletop gaming experience, which is much different than video gaming, but just as important.
I mean, everybody's got a niche that they like to do things with. It's just that, gamers are, like I said, are those guys who go out and hunt every weekend. Instead, they're coming in here. Our type of gaming, which I would consider more social than the play systems type, the PlayStations, Xboxes, that kind of thing, is it enhances social interaction between people. It's good for young people to get involved with, to enhance their socialization so that they know how to read people when they go into the community as they get older. Video games, you can have a headset on and you can talk kind of through different types of mediums to your people that you're playing with or playing against. But in role playing, and of course you're playing with the person right there beside you, it's more of an interaction type thing.
While GameQuest Incorporated and Super Game Station are providing various forms of gaming to the Radford community, students are busy on and off the campus consuming it.
With games is that you have all these different experiences, like with multiplayer games, you have people coming from all over the place. I remember freshman year where basically we were playing Smash Bros, and then I just met a bunch of my friends because they all came from playing Smash Bros back at home, and yeah, I think it's just all about just community.
Honestly, it's just the experience of playing with other people, looking into different narratives with different stories, and playing as different characters. Because we don't have a big sports community here, in my opinion. We don't have a football team, and a lot of people here, they seem to love playing iconic video games like Fortnite and Call of Duty.
I feel that there's so much other things to do at Radford. I don't know if gaming is the most important thing, but it definitely is as much as all of the other things that Radford has to offer.
All of these various elements of gaming at Radford University and its surrounding areas are what makes gaming in this community great.